Hello everybody and welcome back over here to the place. Play here bringing you another episode of our Bundle Rumble March of the Machines bundle cracking. Well, this is already so far, it's already day number 6, pack number 6. Jesus. Time's been flying everybody, hasn't it? Let's see what we get tonight. A good feeling with this pack? I don't know. Out. Oh yeah, and I also noticed that the last few recordings actually had a black bar around there. I'm sorry. I thought I properly fixed the settings of the recording software, but apparently not. So I hope this is fixed for today, and also I hope that the camera doesn't crash or freezes off. Oh, hello there. That's why we were talking. We already got our little friend back. Talked about you in a second. Ooh. Wait, hello. Hello, what are you? This is Kaltheim getting overrun. I guess it's the Kaltheim invasion? Hey, we see some dragon boats here, we see some Phyrexian beasts in the background, and the sea apparently turns into lava, huh? And everywhere the vines of Realmbreak. Oops, maybe I should go in the middle. This looks cool. Oh, there's a small dragon boat back there as well. Oh. I wonder what this shawl or magic banner is here. Would be good if I would know something about Kaltheim lore. I was like, this is a great series this time around to embarrass me about all the stuff I don't know about the sets have been in the last few years. What is this? This is Invasion of Kaltheim. Ha, at least I got that one right. To be fair, it was pretty... I like it. This looks pretty cool. I wonder... No, the ships actually aren't flying in water. I was... The water's getting drawn by Lamarck. What they're flying on such like that. Interesting. I wouldn't know it, but I would say this world will be overrun, but we shall find out if we draw the actual invasion card. The artwork. Now, I already know it's maybe 2 minutes in, so I should speed this up a little. First thing by speeding it up, because we already talked about this little fella, we pulled again our elemental token. The blue-red elemental 1/1. Running rampant through the library, running away from some... I would say... Is this maybe supposed to be... I wonder what last time what this was supposed to be, but maybe is this one of those cocoons? Of the... you know, with the special mechanic of the set incubators? Yeah, this basically is supposed to pop out an evil Phyrexian in a bit. But then why is it running away from it? I mean, it could tackle it. Headbutt it? I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe I should move the button a bit out the way that we can see more of the cards. Go. Alright, thanks. Now, next on the list, whoops. We got Jungle Hollow. This looks pretty. It looks more like a completely run over jungle that's just barely rebuilding itself by scattering the threads of a tank or something like that. This looks like it. Take a look at this. Jungle saplings coming from, yeah, some remains, I guess. Actually, no, this is a card. I just noticed the ribcage here. Let's see. Jungle Hollow enters the battlefield tapped. When Jungle Hollow enters the battlefield, you gain 1 life. It adds either black or green to your mana pool. On the surface of Ixalan, vast tar pits, Phyrexian oil glistered, and old bones began to stir. Ah. So Ixalan itself is raising up to challenge Phyrexian invasion. Neat. That's a cool looking artwork. I wonder what this thing up front there is. This not a skull or anything, or is it? Oh no, actually this is a skull. If you look at this side, I think this is the jaw, this is the eye. Gotcha. I was like, what is this weird structure? This seems to be a dinosaur skull. This gets overgrown. Interesting. Artwork. I like it. I mean, it's very simple, and we already talked about those. I think we had those in Zendikar, then they came to the battlefield tap, they gave you 1 life. I might be wrong. You know, the original ones didn't even give you life and were uncommon. Then they came the ones that the least life whenever they enter the battlefield. Now does even come. What do we have here? Uh-oh. This is Realmbreaker's Grasp. First real card of the pack. It's for 1 generic, 1 white. Enchantment Aura. Enchant artifact or creature. Enchant permanent can't attack or block, and its activated abilities can't be activated unless they are mana ability. The invasion tree wasn't merely a conduit for which to breach planes. It was a living, thriving extension of Phyrexia's will. Is this nice? I think we talked about it. This is basically an upgrade of rest because the rest costs free. The thing is, though, in the last set, we had the better version of this, which also could tire Planeswalkers. I mean, again, to be fair, since Planeswalkers seem to be kind of phasing out of this set onwards, or unless you have very powerful ones or very rare occasional ones, it is fine, but I felt like this is definitely a downstep compared to the other card. I'm trying to see what type of Colossus this actually is. I could swear I've seen this one. Can't tell you what it is. It looks like it's like a Greek design, so... Is this Pharaohs? Is it like a Pharaoh's golem? You don't see the Rembrandt guy going ham there and the poor people are just going around like, oh no, our savior crushed. The weird thing is what this head part is. What is it about? Also, the windows don't fit for what I was thinking it is. Those are more like. It's not Renaissance. I'm very bad with architecture, but those are newer windows. I mean, the pillars I would have said, yeah, this is like. Oh, might this be actually one of the Celestia Guardians? Because they had some walking pillar thing. Maybe. I'm not sure actually. If you guys know what this is, just know your thoughts. I mean, there's also some cityscapes. This could actually be a Celestia building or a. Let's put it that way, a Ravnica building going to life. As long at the time, we only one card in 6 minutes in. Let's hurry up a wee bit. Not too much, but a wee bit. Timberland Ancient. It's for 4 generic, double green, creature treefolk, reach, trample, 6/5 with forest cycling. So I think this is another one of the cycle we were talking about last time. I think we got the black one, we got the red one, and we got the white one. So I guess this is the under 5/6 mana high cost land cycler. I mean, 6 mana, 6/5 reach, trample doesn't sound too bad. And for cycling, yep. I take it. Only the trees were old enough to remember what happened when Moak ignored warnings of Rex a millennia ago. They were determined not to repeat the mistake. Did Moak already got... Like, I don't know anything about the plane of Moak, but apparently got invaded by Rexia. Oh, interesting. And I like how this tree forest just like, what's that? It looks a bit derpy. I mean, either it's supposed to show that it doesn't give a crap about it and just shoves it away, the tentacle there. On the other hand, it kind of looks derpy up there, like, huh? What are you? Hello? I don't know. It's a bit weird. It's a bit weird. Also, actually, I would have more expected this to be like a mud golem or like overgrown, you know? Doesn't really scream tree fog at first glance. Maybe because I'm not making out the intricacies of it. So, we don't want to waddle too much on the cards. I mean, this is still fine. Cool card, I would play it. Not right now in any of my commander decks, though. Maybe if I build up the Pauper one again, actually. Let's see, what do we have here? We have a Knight of the New Coalition. 3 generic, 1 white, creature, human knight, vigilance, 2/2. When Knight of the New Coalition enters the battlefield, create a 2/2 white and blue knight creature token with vigilance. So basically, you put in 4 power with vigilance, built on 2 40s. 4 mana? That's fair. 4 mana, 4 for vigilance. Good. Raised in a long tradition of heroes, every Benalish knight knows the day might come when they will call to face Phyrexia. So still the Benalish have to fight yet again. Like it's basically a rural setting. You see them just marching through a little town there with the old. Oh, what's a Fachwerk in English? I guess you guys know what I mean. Like this old building style with the wood and in between the wood framing that is in linked with other building materials. Sure how to say it in English. That's why I'm fumbling a bit there. I'm sorry. Not looking bad. I mean, it's looking a bit weird on the camera, but I can tell you it's looking better in real. Sure why we have a red tint right now, actually. I don't know. I fixed one thing on the camera and it does something. But not too bad. Not too bad. I've also nothing super crazy yet. Maybe you are. At least you look crazy. Arceus Death Guard. 2 generic, 1 red. Feature Viashino Warrior. Defender for free. Technically 3 mana for free, so a good body, but it has Defender. Well, let's see. As long as Castle Step Guard's power is 5 upgraded, it can attack as though it didn't have Defender. Okay. We just need to boost it by 1 with either Anthem effect or a little equipment, then he can attack. He stood his ground in the mirrored depths, his roar of defiance echoes by thousands of crystalline reflections. Gotcha. That doesn't ring a bell for who the heck he or what plane he is from, I must feel. It's not bad. In 3 mana for free, it's at least a decent blocking body, but then again, for a blocker, he would die early. Like have 4/4. I wonder if it would be simply fine if it would have been a 4/4 with the same ability. I don't want to complain too much. It's a fine guy. The artwork is actually really, really great. Guy yelling there at the sky, almost as if he would be challenging the sky. I mean, that's kind of what he's saying in his Broad Defiance thing in the flavor text. Yeah, cool. Ah. Do we have that guy already? He looks familiar. We have another sailback. Camera, please focus, thank you. 4 generic, 1 green. Future dinosaur. It's a 3/4. And whenever a sailback enters the battlefield, choose 1. Whenever a sailback gains haste at the end of turn, or destroy target artifact or enchantment. I feel like we had that guy already, the Ichthyosaurus, or what is supposed to be. Tearing apart a little Phyrexian snack there. Since Verted Beasts were sent to ensnare as many of Ixalan's dinosaurs as possible. And many of them were converted themselves into snacks, yeah, just saying. Mmm, crunchy snackos. I think we already had that guy. No, it's not bad, it's not bad. Usually, I have to think, went to, what was the other chunky thing? We already had another dinosaur or lizard that was, I think, something Inkdred, was it? From one of the rafting cassettes, 5 mana for 4 that did only the destroying part? I feel like this could be... It's at least decent. It's not super great. Of course, if you're playing a dinosaur tribal or something like that, or you just like big stompy creatures, then by all means, plus he has this haste surprise attack. In fact, maybe I could even squeeze in my mono green, because my mono green is all about flashing stuff. Even like I'm playing Yeva, I was say sure of war, but it's completely messing up two creature types. I'm sorry. You know, Yeva, the green 4/4 that gives all your creature spells flash, or your green creature spells flash. Yeah, I mean, then technically you don't need the haste, but I mean, it's just following with the theme, you know, that you're quick, you're agile compared to the sluggishness. I mean, I always feel like green, yes, it rams a lot, but it feels sluggish, unless you have something like elves. That kind of circumvents it. Oh, yeah, and this is also a repeat, actually. Now, it would be really interesting if to look at the footage again and see if the token and the snapback were both in the last time together as well. Because we also had this one, I'm pretty sure we had those two together in the pack. Anyways, let's see, this is Tandem Takedown. 1 generic, double green, it's an instant. Up to 2 target creatures you control, each get +1/+0 until end of turn. They each deal damage equal to their power to another target creature, planeswalker, or battle. Take no pleasure in this, but Vardok might. Vivian Raid to Luca. Yeah, see? Taking down poor little Luca that we pulled in the last time. Was completed, and now he's a complete snack. Or actually a complete meal? I don't know. What do you guys think? Is it a complete planeswalker just a complete snack for such a beast, or is he actually a complete meal? I don't know, everybody. Alright, let's see. Well, yeah, we had this one. This is actually nice, because this together with the Carver's Bodyguard, it should be enough and limited to allow you A, to kill a creature, and B, attack with him. Neat. It's a one-time trick pony, but let's be real, after the attack he most likely will hit anyways. I would assume. Okay. Oh, those guys! I think I had 2 of those during the pre-release. It's the Nezumi Freewheelers. Well, actually, it's a freewheeler. However, actually, when I was looking at the card during the pre-release, I always thought this is a second red just hunched over before him. Don't ask me why I was thinking that. I only looked at the card. I actually only looked. Actually, pre-release I opened packs different. I just look and browse the text box and only vaguely look at the artwork. Because, well, as I would take way too long. I mean, you see how long those videos take. So they are completely differently cracked packs. And I decided to play him. What else is Nezumi Freewheeler? It's 3 generic, 1 black. Creature red samurai actually. It's has menace, so 4 mana, 3/3 menace. Pretty decent. When assuming freewheeler enters the battlefield, each player mills 3 cards. A little bit of disruption. Actually, it annoyed a lot of my enemies actually whenever that happened. There was only one who was fine with it, and only because he had a reanimate spell already on hand. Else they all were like, oh no. I don't know, it helped me because I had some recursion and reanimation stuff, including him. You'll see in a second. I was saying I know this card. And then for 5 generic and 1 white for X in mana, aka well, either another white or for 2 life, transform him, transform only as sorcery, and what happens? Transforms into Hideous Flesh Wheeler. It's a creature, Phyrexian red, no longer samurai, which is kind of sad. I'd like to have a second Phyrex and some red samurai. I'm taking a third, I think, in total. Now let's see. It's now black and white, it has mana still, it's a 4/5, and when this creature transforms into Hideous Flesh Wheeler, put target permanent card with mana value 2 or less from a graveyard into the battlefield under your control. Oh! Actually, I need to look at the German wording now, because I could swear the German said your graveyard. I didn't even notice that it's a graveyard. Woo! That would have helped me out, actually. I learn something new every day. Honestly, if I wouldn't know that this was originally red, this looks like very, very weird centaur because of the legs there, I guess. Are these even legs? Or it's just little almost the octopus kraken hybrid. This doesn't look at all like a rat. Jeez. I mean, the only thing it still hasn't come with the original is actually the wheels. This was like, what is the? Oh no, those aren't little fumbly legs. I was like, what are those stumps there? No, those are emerged with a spike. Now there we go. Now there we go. See, I see. And freedom became a distasteful memory, a thing to fear and destroy. And this is a cool guy, definitely. He helped me out a lot. I like him. Her? I don't know, I think it's a him. We don't want to Oh, nice. I was looking for that. We were talking about Moarg. That's actually the only thing I knew before about Moarg. We'll see it in a second. On pre-release, actually. Invasion of Moarg. That's a card I still needed for my collection. And now we have it in English. I mean, I think I already ordered one in English foil, because I wasn't really sure if I would pull one in foil. I never have enough for those. Well, let's see. It's for 2 generic, 1 white, 1 green. Battle Siege. This siege enters the battlefield. Yeah. You want to defend it. It has 5 toughness. Oh, sorry, 5 defense counters. And Invasion of Moarg enters the battlefield. Put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. It's already a big board boost. And now, this is not the reason why I bought it for my collection, but you might already see the answer of it in the artwork. One of those gals here. Those little dryads here hiding on the sidelines. That's why I want them. Of course, I see here the poor human, or I think it's a human. Was it a centaur? That's a centaur running away from the invasion. Will be saved by the Bloomwilder Dryads. Then white and green, 3/3, creature Dryad, Ward 2. At the beginning of your end step, put a +1/+1 count on target creature you control. Pump each turn. Yeah, they're pretty. I mean, as you might know, I collect Dryads as well as I'm playing a Dryad commander deck. So with technically a very weak commander, but it already did throw someone out of the park suddenly. Also can happen. Against the unimplaceable Will of Phyrexia, the Dryads of Moarg raise the shield of Living Summer. I mean, they look a bit weird. They're not as. I know what's up with a lot of the newer Dryads. But the old ones looked a bit better, I think. But I mean, it isn't a bad artwork. It's just the face. Look at that. I'm not sure. It's a lot of the faces actually on the newer Dryads that are not quite my cup of tea. But I really like this invasion. You literally see it's going from here, surprise attack against the beast and the worm. Like, this is the knight in the foreground, and this is the tentacle thing in the background there. What's that? Centipede? This is a great storytelling, I think. As I said, I need this. I think I still need. Yeah, I think I only have the German one, which I put in my folder. I'll put this one straight into my commander, I guess, because I can replace that one weaker Dryad I have in there. Nice. Good catch already. I like it. Ooh, hello there. Who the heck are you? Let's see, we're running over the 20-minute mark already. I'm sorry. Croxia, Titan of Death's Hunger. It's 1 black, 1 red. Legendary creature, Elder Giant. 6/6 for 2. Okay, that must be a hefty downside. This must be from the second Pharaoh's block, though, because I just saw down the escape mechanic and I read about that one a bit. I was looking at another commander card. Let's see. When Croxia enters the battlefield, sacrifice it unless it escaped. Okay, so you cannot cast it normally under normal circumstances. Or well, you can cast it, just immediately dies again. Whenever Croxia enters the battlefield or attacks, each opponent discards a card, then each opponent who didn't discard an online card this way loses 3 life. Okay, okay. And escape. For 2 black, 2 red. Exile 5 or 5 other cards from your graveyard. You may cast this card from your graveyard for its escape cost. What do I think about it? This is... Whenever he's a mythic, I mean, he's big, he's clunky. I mean, I guess for unlimited he could get out of hand with the discard effect every turn. 6/6 body. I mean, I like that you can get him out as early as turn... I mean, if you had a ramp, maybe turn 4? You know, one time paying 2, then paying the 4 and exile cards. Depending on what you did, like, for example, if the Nesumi can self-mill you, this might actually work. Actually, the Nesumi could be really great. The problem is he could technically reanimate him, but it doesn't work in practice because he would then immediately be sacrificed again. But wait, even if you... Oh, I didn't notice that. Even if you cast it normally, at least he does the set discard effect. Ooh, that's good, that's good. They have a permanent discard with potential life loss for the enemy. That is good for 2 mana, I guess. And of course you have something that triggers whenever a creature has the battlefield, for example this enchantment that whenever something has the battlefield you deal damage. Then yeah, hey, here I have 6. And then you reanimate it, for example with the red, and oh, it dies again, but you have to discard again and you get 6 space. You don't see me do the finger pose, I'm sorry. This is the 3rd time this happened already. I mean, he is not bad, but I don't think I have any deck where I would want to play him. Cool looking though. Cool looking. I like it. And you see the chains there. Is this the chains of or what was the name of the black god of pharaohs? I'm sorry, the death keeper there. Might be. Ooh, hello there, ma'am. What are you? Sapphire Singer. By the way, also may I point out that there are freaking high amount of creatures in this set. Like we usually had like a 50/50/2/3 split, but it looks like almost everything we pull recently is creatures. I mean, yes, actually we have 3 cards that are not creatures right now, but usually the packs were very, very creature heavy. It's not bad for limited, but still it's good. Sapphire Singer. For 2 generic, double blue, so for 4 in total, we have 3/4. Creature Siren Pirate. Yeah, so she's from Ixalan, pretty much. Yes, Convoke. That's not usually from Ixalan. And so basically you can tap your creatures to reduce the colored mana or for the generic mana cost. So basically tapping 4 creatures, 2 of them blue, and you can cast it for free. And it has Flying Vigilance, so 4 mana, 3/4 Flying Vigilance is fine. It's nothing too crazy to write home about. And when Sapphire Sling has the battlefield, put a flying card on each creature that convoked it. Oh! It's a flying counter! Oh! And you know something else I just noticed? Like with the current color going with the camera, we sometimes feel like the Youngcomes are rares, but on this one it's actually inverted. This is actually the rare, it looks a bit silverish, but it's the golden symbol of the set. I was like, why is this a rare then? But yeah, okay, so she can permanently give flying to other creatures you have. That is strong. Even if she leaves the battlefield, I mean it's a flying counter, so the game knows what it does. It will permanently have flying. That is interesting. When the downside, of course, is if you just blink it or flash it in, then you cannot repeat the counter again. I think that still is fine. It's not bad. Do I have a deck to play that in? I don't right now know from the top of my head, but this is definitely usable. And I wonder what that ship in the background is actually. That I know this is not the new Weather Light, I think. Yes? Oh, I'm wrong. I have no idea actually what ship that is in the background, but then this is looking cool. Neat. And the last card of the pack? will get way too long again, is a core halberd. Another way to getting our little cautious guy apparently extra attack power. But let's see. Hey, please focus on the foil. Core halberd. 1 white, artifact equipment. The creature gets +1/+1 and has vigilance. For 1. You know, this is really interesting to me. And of course, sorry, we have still have flavor text here. Ancient weapons for modern war. Okay. Yeah, it looks like a trident. I mean, actually, I would have thought it's a trident there, but no, it can be a halberd, I guess. Okay, so quick thing what I was wondering, like, for years, I mean, you know, I've been playing for a long time, and I still remember freshly from my first packs I bought, the Leonine Scimitar from the original Mirrodin block, which was a common, 1 generic mana, equip cost 1, it gave a creature +1/+1. For years, Wizards was afraid to reprint that thing, and instead, or I think they even reprinted it once as an uncommon. Instead, they reprinted equipment that costed 2 mana and gave only +1/+1, or 3 mana, or had a higher equip cost. And now I mean, yes, it costs now colored mana, so maybe that's supposed to fix it a bit. But now we have it even with an updated Vigilance. I mean, Vigilance is not the greatest skill, but it can definitely be useful. It's definitely a useful ability to have. You know, that's kind of weird. It's still a common. That's why I was wanting to read that. Like, they did change it. For years, this was not what they would print. I mean, I would need to look for my stack, but I could tell you there are a lot of cards. Basically, just give +1 or equipments in common that just give +1/+1 and nothing else. They cost more to play out or equip on things. Well, actually, this artwork is. I don't think actually the camera is doing it just right. This looks really. If I tilt it like this, so that only I see it. So that basically the lighting is proper as how you would play it. This looks gorgeous. This is great artwork. I wonder if this poor little core girl is going all alone against that giant Realmbreaker tentacle, because we saw what that thing can do. With that statue we pulled over there, actually. Yeah, there it was. I was like, wait, didn't we have a card that was talking about it? Yeah, but. Okay, I'm assuming we have the timer. I think that's where I leave it. This was an interesting pack. Nothing too crazy, but I'm happy for my collection. I have got interesting cards here with the. Barely see them. I should. Remind me, please, for the next pack to pull everything a bit further up so you all can still see them. With the Mythic there and the Sapphire Singer. Sapphire Singer really nice throwback to the pre-release there with the freewheeler. And some solid, even not crazy commons and uncommons besides those that I'm really interested in. Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. We had some fun with me cracking the 6th pack. 2 more left. I really wonder why this pack is actually standing up. Like, I'm not sure if you guys can see that, but this one is very up. And this has been. Like, the others all bended down, and this one's still standing strong. So I wonder if it's saying us, I'm the pack. We definitely keep that one for last. But anyways, that being said, thanks for watching, sticking around, and I catch you all in the next one. Bye!